topic of keeping us healthy, that is detoxification. You must have heard about detoxification, and there are different methods in different cultures to detoxify your body. It involves fasting, it involves various diets, juices, certain decoction, Ayurvedic herbs decoction. Multiple methods are available, and each one of them has evidenced, by literature, scientific literature, Ayurveda text, that every one of these really helps our body to remove toxins out. What is detox? Detox means cleansing. Detox in general is a way of calling that cleansing of your body. You have your cars. You take your cars for service, every 6 months, some every 1 year. But have you ever thought your body also requires servicing? You eat so much junk. We eat all the time pollution in wrong water, foods. We are ingesting, I don't know what kind of junk in our body we are putting on the name of food, pizza, fast food. I don't know. It's a variety of things. And there is no way other than going to, morning bowel movement. We don't do anything which can help in cleansing. And that is also today's of this. We are facing constipation, we are facing bloating, and we are just getting into, because of these bloating and constipation, when the bowel movement is not normal, you get into metabolic disorders. So it's like a vicious cycle which we are always in there. So it is very important that, like our cars, like our home cleaning, we also do our body cleansing. That is what it's detox in layman's terms. You want to remove all the accumulated toxins, digested foods, whatever is cloaked in your intestine, different organs, kidney, liver, anywhere in blood. So the detoxification can be at different level. It can be at cellular level, it can be at a simple organ level, it can be through juices, it can be through foods, it can be through fasting, and it can be through autophagy. Autophagy is a phenomenon which is was done in Indian cultures and various cultures through fasting, where people would fast for longer terms to cleanse your body. Now in 2016, this autophagy phenomena was acknowledged, and the discoverer of this was given Nobel Prize. But there are many methods of detox, and each one has their benefits. What I'm going to suggest today is 3 simple methods which are immensely helpful, very simple. They take only 10 to 20 minutes to do these 3 routines, 3 rituals I call them. If you follow these 3 rituals every day in the morning, you are going to have immense benefits to your oral health, your overall health, your bowel movements, your diabetes, your arthritis, your skin, you name many, your eye health. So many things will be benefit with these 3 simple methods. How these 3 methods are simply incorporated into your daily routine as soon as you wake up in the morning. Definitely I'm going to go on more complex method in my next videos, which involves dieting, which involves intermittent fasting, and using certain plant products to detoxify yourself. But those will require your special emphasis, time, and I would say will to do those methods, because those are little more complex and you need to prepare for those methods. But the method which I'm going to tell you today, they are very simple, and you can finish them off within 10 to 20 minutes before starting your day as soon as you wake up. Now let's go straight onto the 3 methods. These methods collectively, all these 3 methods can help you in improving your acne, asthma, PCOD, diabetes, any of the ailment, metabolic disorders, any skin disorders. They can help you out. Majorly, your oral cavity will be the most healthy. Nowadays, the kind of food we eat, sugary food we eat, pizza, all these kind of high carb food we eat, our teeth have lot of gingivitis, our plaques formation, and no matter what toothbrush you're using nowadays, what toothpaste you're using, they never get cleared. So the method which I'm going to tell you is so simple that it helps you also in your oral health. So your skin will be radiant, your oral health will be great, metabolic disorders will be improved, you will be able to reduce your blood glucose sugars if you regularly follow these methods. So let's go into those methods. The first method is oil pulling. When you eat your food in the night or evening and then you go for sleep, during the night your mouth gets accumulated lot of bacteria which are there, and that's where you get plaque formation in your teeth, and those, no matter how much hard you brush it in the night, is still there is a tendency that leftover food will be there in different corners of your mouth and in your oral cavity, and that leads to accumulation of these bacteria, and these bacteria start giving you issues with your tooth health, and they start creating your enamel degradation, your cavity formation, and bad breath. So if you do this method, which I call as oil pulling, in the morning early on, and it is reported in Ayurveda that this is one of the most simple way of doing your detoxification of your oral cavity. In fact, in Ayurveda, they say that as your tongue is linked and attached to various organs of the body, it's not only on the mouth. They believe in Ayurveda that there is a benefit which is beyond your oral cavity. You get benefits from, you get to see your toxins pulled out even from your different organs and your blood. There is some scientific evidence which questions this hypothesis that how it can benefit beyond oral health, because they believe our mucosal membrane is semi-permeable. So how it is possible to absorb toxins from blood? So that's the question. I think there is a debate on this part, but everybody, even in the West, scientific community agrees that oil pulling helps in oral health. That is the established fact, and I'm going to leave a very nice review on oil pulling in the description of this video. So now the point is, what is oil pulling and what do you do in oil pulling? First of all, oil pulling is nothing. You take a tablespoon of any cold pressed oil, preferably coconut oil, but you can take any other oil, gingerly oil, or whichever oil is available with you. But I think coconut oil has certain added antioxidants which help you in enhancing your benefits. Cold pressed coconut oil, take a tablespoon of coconut oil in the morning and then put in your mouth. When you wake up, straight away, don't drink water, because then there is no point of doing oil pulling, because you have already ingested the bacteria which were there in your mouth. So you should not have bed tea or water or anything. Straight from the bed, go to your bathroom or your kitchen, take a tablespoon of cold pressed virgin coconut oil. Preferably it's organic. It's good because we don't want any contaminated oils. And in US, you can buy it from Costco, you can buy it from other stores. In India, I know it is available freely, in majority of the places. So use 1 tablespoon of oil, put it in the mouth and swish it. Keep this 1 tablespoon of coconut oil in your mouth for minimum 5 minutes. You have to swish, you have to rotate the oil into your mouth for minimum 5 minutes when you start. That is the only time required to give you proper benefits, and I'll tell you why. But for at least 5 minutes in the beginning, and later on when you feel comfortable, you are able to hold, you can do it for 10 minutes or 15 minutes. The goal here is that oil creates antioxidants, and these antioxidants and try to create and kill the bacteria, whatever is accumulated in your mouth. They attach the bacterial cell wall. And also there is a process called emulsification, with the oils, like how soap mechanism work, how it takes out the dirt particles. Similar thing happens in your mouth. These oil droplets will surround the bacterial cell wall, attract it, and then embed it within the oil droplets. And then when you throw it out, these bacteria go out. So the oil breaks the bacterial cell wall. These antioxidants will kill the bacteria. Secondly, you can take them out through process of emulsification. Now coming back, how you do it, you simply take a tablespoon of oil, put it into your mouth, rotate the oil in your mouth between the teeth like this. Put a timer, start with 5 minutes, and then later on you can keep extending the time. 5 minutes is required to do its function, to create emulsification. Otherwise it will not be able to do its job. But then over a period of time you can increase to 10 minutes and 15 minutes. And while doing this, put an alarm or timer and keep doing your job, whatever you are doing. Read newspaper, do whatever you want to do, answer your emails, and you can be gentle in doing this swishing in your mouth, moving this oil in your mouth. By the time you finish 5-7 minutes, your oil will turn completely white. And please don't spit this oil into the sink. Try and spit this into the dustbin, because it can clog your sink and you will have difficulty, because oil can make films which will stop water flow. So make sure that you spit out this into the dustbin. Now the second point, which is very important, is children at least under 5 years should do this in supervision or should not do at all, because the goal is you don't swallow this oil inside. And make sure that you don't swallow this oil, because ultimately the whole purpose is to remove bacteria, toxins, whatever is there in your mouth. So you don't want to ingest it. So make sure that you do it gently so that it does not go to your mouth. Once you have done this, you have to thoroughly wash your mouth with a mouthwash, or you can use a saline water or normal water. Remove any traces of the oil remaining, and then you do your normal brushing. So this is a routine. So as I told you, this whole process, when you start, is 5 minutes. When you become a pro and you are able to hold and swish for longer, you can do it for 10 minutes or 15 minutes. So technically it should not take more than 10 minutes of your time to finish this activity. Hope you like this. Amazing benefits, and please leave your comments in this video once you do it and you start seeing some benefits. Let's go to the second method. Second method is again very simple: detoxification or care for your eyes. In the current environment, we go outside, especially if you are in India or countries where there is a lot of pollution, or if you're staying even in the US, in the cities which have a lot of pollution, your eyes get so much these particulate matters. And then if you're staying in extreme weathers, it's too hot, it's too cold, and suddenly you are like in US, if you are in winters, you are inside your home, the heat causes dry eyes. What is dry eyes? Your sweat glands, your tear glands are clogged. You have deposits of certain fats on those. So you get itching, you get infections. If you don't address it for too long, you get infection. And in general, for your eyes health, typically we don't do much. We take shower, we do everything, but we don't take care of our eyes. So simple method is for your eyes is, your eyes should be washed thoroughly every day when you wake up. So you can either take water, mug, or a bucket where your full mouth can go, and you can dip it fully and try to, in the water, clean water, try to open your eyes and close your eyes. That way you are flushing your eyes with lot of water. That is very, very good. This is using if you have a larger vessel where you can dip your head and you can clean it. Second thing could be, you can prepare a herb which is called triphala in India, and it is available very easily. I'm not sure here it's available, but I'm still saying that if you can get from an Ayurvedic store triphala, you can take a tablespoon of triphala and then boil it. And once you boil it, strain every particles. You should not have any particles going into your eyes. Once you have cleanly removed and water is clear, let it cool, and then you can bring that water into small cups. They are available in a lot of yoga stores. You can buy Amazon, you can buy multiple places. These are 2 small cups which can fit in your eyes. You fill those with that water and try and open and close your eyes. That is very, very beneficial. It will flush out any of the oil particles, any of the microbes if they have got accumulated any dust which is there, and it will enhance your vision, it will bring clarity to your eyes, and it will also improve your senses. I think the beauty is even the past, the oil pulling and this, ultimately you have these 6 senses and we perceive everything through these senses. If these senses are working healthy properly, your mind is also healthy. So these will also help in your brain health. When you do, you'll know. You feel really, really good after doing these activities. Third one is very simple. If you don't have a big vessel to dip your head and open, close, if you don't want to do even this, cups you don't have available, and you don't want to add and boil the trifla, can't get it. Simply take water. I wouldn't say cold water. Take a room temperature water, and in some case, if it's winter, having little warmer, not I would say room temperature water. If it's winter, will be good. If it's summer, cold water is good, like coming out of tap. Take and then keep putting water splashes on your eyes while opening. Splash, open, splash, open. This way you will clean your eyes. It's a very simple thing. In my childhood, my mother used to ask me to do this very regularly, but we never realized the importance at that point of time. Now it is something which is needed in today's environment, which is not much cleaner, and we all the time have stress of laptop, screens. Everywhere we are on some artificial screen. We hardly go out and stay with the environment. Fresh air is not there, sun we don't see. So in these kind of complicated environment, I think taking care of your eyes through water is the key. You have to use this daily. Now, third one is the most important. So the first one, oil pulling, was for your oral health, especially removing all the toxins from your mouth, microorganism from your mouth, and every day you can clean that. Second one is cleaning your eyes. Third one is having a juice in the morning which is called ashgard. Ashgard is from the family of vegetables, from the gourds, like bottle gourds. This is something which is from outside green in color, and I'll show you the picture above, you can see, and inside it's white. So what you do is this plant, ashgard, in Ayurveda, as well as there are a lot of literature on this even in science, where people have seen that it has various antioxidants, very rich in various minerals and vitamins, even proteins, and it has certain properties which helps in removing all the toxins, pulling out all the toxins from your intestine, and also helping to clean your kidney. Other than this, it has many benefits. It helps in lowering blood glucose in type 2 diabetes patients. If you do it for 21 days, 23 days, I have seen that it brings down, recently I recommended this to my mother-in-law, and she has tried for hardly for a week, and she could see improvement in her blood sugar, and she is feeling good, and she lost almost 2 kgs within a week. So it can be a great aid if you want to do weight loss. It can help you in lowering your blood sugar. It can help you in relieving your arthritis pain, especially if you have this old arthritis pain, PCOD, because these all things are ultimately due to accumulation of toxins, leading to disturbance your gut health, and finally leading to metabolic disorders. So this juice is amazing. Now the point is, how do we make ashgard juice? The process has to be very clear. This is something which you need to make every day. You bring the ashgard, cut into small pieces, and in one day you should not take more than 200 ml of this. Almost full glass of ashgard juice you can take in one day, not more than that. And typically Ayurveda says that this juice you should drink fresh. Don't keep it beyond 15 minutes. They recommend that you should take it without any salt. If you want to add other agents like ginger or coriander or cilantro out here, if you add those leaves also and some ginger, and if you want slight curcumin roots, if you can get fresh like ginger, they are exactly like ginger, take some roots, chop it and mix into the ashgard pieces when you are trying to juice them. So this can be ashgard pieces some amount of ginger, a small piece of ginger, and then small piece of curcumin or haldi roots. That is very, very good. And then you put few stalks of coriander or cilantro, and then you can juice them. If you don't have a juicer, you can grind them and then filter out the juice, removing the other fibers. Other point which is very, very important is that do not add any salt or spices into this, and drink fresh. Second point is this Asgard juice has no taste. Sometimes you shouldn't feel any bitter or any other taste, but sometimes people feel that they can't drink this. You can mix fresh coconut water into this. That is something which you can do, maybe half or maybe 1/4 of coconut water, and then rest 75% or 50% or half glass you can add of Asgard juice. So if you regularly do this for 1 to 2 weeks, you will see the difference. Your bowel movement will improve. If you have pain in your joints, that should improve. And also, if you are trying to having bloating, those things should go away, because it will remove from your intestine all the accumulated layers of the old oily food which is there. It's a very, very nice way of cleansing your intestine, filtering out all the toxins through your kidney, and then giving you radiance into your skin as well. Hope you liked these 3 simple methods of detoxification. I am going to go further on this detoxification topic in the next videos, where I am going to show you my diet which I did for weight loss and reversing my diabetes. I am also going to bring next set of videos on certain juices which are important. If you are doing detoxification, you can do through those juices. So these are the 3 things which you can start your day with, and then how you do further things like having fruits and juice, which kind of combination you should take, what fruits you should take, which juices you take, I will be discussing in my next videos. Hope these 3 methods will help you out in having a blissful life, and they are going to give you a great holistic health and holistic well-being. See you in the next video on detoxification, where I will discuss some more methods of detoxification and how to improve your health.